Hi, I'm Vanessa. Subscribe to the Private Diary channel and you'll make a new friend in no time. When I was 7, my dad was working for an international company. My mom was a housewife. I didn't realize the trouble was brewing in our family until Dad returned from one of his business trips.
Vanessa, your mother and I need to talk. Go to your room.
The look in Dad's eyes scared me. There was something sinister about them. I pretended to leave and then eavesdropped on my parents. Honey, if you didn't like the pie, I'll make you a new one.
I don't want a pie. I want a slim and beautiful wife. You've completely let yourself go.
Please, don't be mad. I'll lose weight.
It's too late. I'm leaving you for Irene, my colleague. We've been dating in secret for a while now.
After the divorce, Dad left us the house and paid alimony. It was enough money for us to live on. Even though I was a child, I knew that my mom wasn't doing great. She fell into a depression and didn't know how to move on. One day, I convinced her to go for a walk with me. However, that turned out to be a terrible mistake because we ended up running into Dad and his new wife.
Irene looks like a supermodel, and I look like a donut in a fryer.
I felt sorry for Mom, but even more than that, I was furious with Dad. So furious that I wanted to kick him. I ran toward Dad, but didn't notice an approaching car. Luckily, Mom was quick enough to save me.
Wow, that woman is a hero.
Their admiration lifted Mom's spirits. Inspired by all the attention, she started a blog called Supermom and used it to tell her followers about our lives and give them useful tips on parenting. After some time, I got really sick and I had to stay in bed for 2 weeks. Mom took care of me and filmed vlogs at the same time. Look, sweetie, all these people are interested in what I have to say. I'm so happy. Keep it up, Mom. I was looking forward to going back to school after recovering, but Mom had something else planned for me. Hold on, Vanessa. I've thought about it and decided you should be homeschooled. Why? You have a weak immune system and a lot of allergies. School is a ticking time bomb for you. If one of your classmates gave you a peanut butter sandwich, you'd suffocate. Her words scared me. I decided to study at home so Mom would be able to protect me from all danger. As a shut-in, I became the unwitting star of Mom's blog. She loved to tell her followers how hard taking care of such a fragile and sickly daughter was for her. Over time, I came to believe that even a draft could kill me. One day, when I was 12, Mom went shopping and Irene came to our house. Hello, sweetie. Your father went on a business trip and asked me to give you your Thanksgiving present. With those words, Irene handed me a cake that looked like a piece of art. I happily ate a piece and only then realized I'd made a fatal mistake. There are peanuts in it. I'm done for. Call an ambulance. I started to panic and I thought about writing my will, but to my great surprise, I was fine. Why would you think you're allergic to peanuts? That's what Mom told me. You're perfectly healthy. Your mom is a crazy, overprotective liar. I looked at the facts and realized Irene was right. I wanted to get back at Mom and tell her followers what she was really like. Vanessa, I'm back. What is this bat doing here? Shut it. Or you'll take the turkey's place on the table tonight. I doubt anyone would notice the difference anyway. She's right. I look just like this fat, plucked turkey. Oh, Mom, don't say that. Thank you, honey. I only have 2 joys in life. You and my blog. I finally realized my mom had kept me close and wouldn't even let me go to school. She was afraid I would leave her the same way Dad had. It made me feel sorry for her. I changed my mind about taking revenge and didn't tell her I knew she was deceiving me. What did you and Irene talk about? Oh, it was nothing interesting. I continued to play along and act like I had a lot of allergies, and I needed her to take care of me. Nothing changed.
Irene told me your mother's been telling you you're sick with God knows what. That woman is a wacko. Do you want to move in with me?
No, I'm fine with things the way they are. I'm not leaving Mom. Years went by. I still studied at home and always listened to my mom. However, I was feeling more stifled by the day. I wanted to go to school, hang out with my peers, and go on dates. Still, I didn't say anything to Mom because I didn't want to upset her. To my surprise, one day, she was the one who brought it up. Honey, I know you want to have friends. My friend has a son who's also been homeschooled his whole life. You and Andrew have a lot in common. Would you like to meet him? Of course, I said yes. It felt like a breath of fresh air. I was a bit disappointed. Andrew wasn't my type at all, but I was determined to have a good time. However, Mom didn't want to let us go by ourselves. She came to the amusement park with us and only let us ride the merry-go-round for little kids.
This is so much fun! fun.
Yeah, if you're a 5-year-old. In the end, I grew bored and tried to talk Andrew into exploring other rides. Let's go there.
I don't know. Mom might scold me.
No one will know. Come on, let's go. While we were standing in line, Andrew suddenly tried to kiss me, but I managed to avoid his sticky lips.
I thought you were my girlfriend and we'd get married at 18.
Whoa! Hold your horses! We just met! I can only offer you friendship.
That's not good enough. I'll tell your mom you tricked me into joining you for a dangerous ride. Ask for a diaper change while you're at it. You're acting like a toddler. How dare you? I'm about to have an asthma attack.
I was grateful to that stranger for getting rid of such a killjoy. Andrew ran away, and I finally got to have some fun. Whee! However, when we reached the top, something went wrong. There was some sort of malfunction. The ride stopped and we were suspended in the air. I was terrified and started to panic. The boy next to me noticed it and started up a conversation to distract me.
Don't worry, they'll fix it in no time. I'm Marty, by the way.
I'm Vanessa. See the woman running around and waving her arms down there? That's my mom. I'll be in a world of trouble for disobeying her.
Don't look down, look up. The sunset is beautiful today.
Talking to Marty calmed me down. I felt like he truly understood me, and I told him about my mom and the way she hardly ever let me out of the house.
You should start living for yourself. Your mom will get over it with time.
I want to believe that, but when we were finally back on the ground, Mom caused quite a scene. I didn't even get to say goodbye to Marty properly.
Andrew told me you went on this terrible ride without my permission. You could have fallen down.
From now on, I'm not taking my eyes off you. As soon as we got home, I registered on multiple social media platforms and found Marty's accounts. He posted a lot of photos of himself surrounded by his classmates and laughing. Wow, there's even a girls' basketball team in his school. I want to study there. I plucked up the courage to tell Mom about it. Her reaction was predictable.
No, out of the question.
You aren't even trying to understand me. Fine, then I won't pretend everything is fine anymore.
What are you talking about?
Mom, I've known that I'm completely healthy since I was 12. You've been lying to me so I wouldn't go to school. How would your followers react if I told them the truth? Darling, I did it because I love you. Please keep it a secret. I won't survive it if everyone turns their backs on me. I gave her no choice but to let me go to school. There, I quickly made friends and became the star of the basketball team. Things were finally looking up, but Mom couldn't accept it.
You'll regret going outside. Something bad is bound to happen to you, and I won't be able to protect you.
Mom, please. I'm doing homework. One day, Dad came over for a visit.
Irene and I are moving to another state. Would you like to come with us?
Are you suggesting I leave Mom alone?
She's been living off alimony and manipulating you this whole time. It's about time someone taught her a lesson.
Of course, I was sick of Mom's antics, but I still felt sorry for her. Besides, I didn't want to leave my new friends from school. Thanks for the offer, but I'll stay here. I had another important reason for staying. I really liked Marty, and I was waiting for him to ask me out. However, for some reason, he was dragging his feet. In the end, I couldn't stand it any longer. Marty, be honest. Do you like me?
Of course I do.
What's wrong with you then?
There are 2 reasons I haven't asked you out yet. My family is very poor. I don't have any money.
That doesn't matter. What's the second reason?
Your mom. She threatened me and told me to stay away from you.
What? That's it? She's crossed a line. I used to feel sorry for you, but I won't let you ruin my life anymore. I just care about you. Well, don't, if that's how you show it. If you don't stop, I'll move to another state with Dad. You'll be left without a daughter or alimony. Okay, Vanessa, you win. I'll mind my own business. I naively believed her promise. The next evening, an old car stopped next to her house and honked.
Are you ready for the best date of your life?
1,000 times, yes!
I don't have any money for a cafe, but I'll take you to the most romantic place in the world.
We headed out of town. A dense, gloomy forest stretched out on either side of the old abandoned road. And then the car suddenly stopped.
You rust bucket. Sorry, Vanessa. We're out of luck again.
All I care about is that we're together.
Could you bring me a hammer? It's in the trunk.
A hammer? Sure. As soon as I got out of the car, Marty jumped back into it and drove away. How could he do that to me? Ugh, I'm such a moron. Why would I believe he'd be able to repair his car with a freaking hammer? I'd left my phone in the car and I ended up stuck on a deserted highway. Could things get any worse? It turned out they could, because then I heard a blood-curdling howl. A wolf! I tried to run away, but it didn't end well. Ouch! I came to in a hospital. A doctor told me that a hunter had happened upon me and brought me there. Apparently, I had hit my head and spent a week unconscious. Thoughts of Marty made my blood boil. It was all his fault. The next day, I was told I had a visitor. I thought it was my mom or one of my classmates, but instead, a policeman walked into my ward.
Hello, Vanessa. I'm Detective Bishop. I'd like to ask you a few questions. Tell me, did you knock over that candle on purpose?
What candle?
The one that started the fire in your house.
What? What are you talking about? Detective Bishop pulled out his phone and turned on a video. It had been posted on my mom's blog.
You know that I have dedicated my life to my daughter, but she's out of control. We had another fight, and then Vanessa went berserk, knocked over a candle, and ran away from home. Look at what she did to our house. Thank you to everyone for your donations. They were a huge help.
There were thousands of comments under the video. Everyone was comforting Mom, donating money to her, and calling me an ungrateful monster. Mom is lying to make everyone feel sorry for her, as usual. I didn't do anything.
All the evidence points to you. Your mother is going to get a lot of insurance money. However, you're in big trouble.
I couldn't believe Mom slandered me while I was in a coma. That was too much, even for her. A couple of days later, I was discharged from the hospital, and Mom took me to our new home. Tell me, why did you frame me?
You did start the fire. You just forgot about it after you hit your head.
She never once asked me how I was feeling. It was clear she was over the moon at being back in control.
I told you something bad would happen to you. It's all your own fault. Go back to being homeschooled. That's the only way I'll be able to protect you from scoundrels like Marty.
I won't fall for your manipulations anymore. The next day, I went to school, but I wasn't prepared for what was awaiting me. On my way there, I saw a passerby giving me disapproving looks. My classmates refused to sit next to me at lunch and pointedly ignored me. And finally,
Vanessa, you need to leave the basketball team. The other girls think you're unstable and could lose it at any moment. They're refusing to play with you.
That was it. My life was ruined again.
Vanessa, we need to talk.
Talk to my hand! I was a victim, but I had no way of getting justice. Everyone took my mother's side and turned their backs on me, and that was exactly what she wanted. I knew I couldn't forgive Mom for her lies. Everything changed when the police came to our house.
You have been charged with insurance fraud. We need you to come to the station with us.
Wait, what?
Let me explain. At first, your mom just threatened me and told me to stay away from you, but then she decided to bribe me.
You need money, and I want my daughter to drop out of school. I have a solution to both of our problems.
I like Vanessa, but you're right, I do need the money. What do you want me to do?
Ask Vanessa out on a date and then leave her alone on the highway. That will scare her, and she'll realize she's safer at home with me. I'll pay you well, Marty.
Where will you get the money for that?
Let's just say I'm gonna get rich thanks to my insurance very soon.
I didn't think my actions would have consequences like that. When you got hurt, I felt so guilty I told the police everything. We conducted a thorough investigation and found out that your mother was to blame for the arson.
I'm sorry, baby. I was just afraid of losing you. All you did makes me want to stay away from you. There's no forgiving what you've done. Mom was arrested, and I decided to move in with Dad and Irene.
Vanessa, please forgive me. I was an idiot. Look, I filmed a video and I told the truth of what happened. Everyone in town and all of our classmates have watched it. You can stay now.
I forgive you, Marty, but I need to leave and forget about everything that's happened to me here. That includes you. Goodbye.
I'll always remember you, Vanessa. Good luck.
I left all the bad memories behind, and I'm looking forward to the future with hope. Tell me, have you ever had to move? If so, please give me some tips about building a new life in a new place.